stream. Now, I'm not sure if Andreas Christensen is watching me go live, but I just got a phone call from the owner of Super.One, which is quite unusual. And they've been complaining about a few of the videos that I've been doing lately. And here's a perfect opportunity for Andreas to come onto my YouTube channel live. So that's full transparency, and he can tell me whatever his problem is with me and the videos, and maybe he can answer some of the unanswered questions. So I was at the supermarket getting some milk for my Weet-Bix, and the phone rang. So I've just sent him back a message on WhatsApp saying, can you give me a ring back in about 45 minutes? So what I've done in the meantime is I've dropped him a link to my recording studio, and hopefully he'll come in here and then we can have him answer some of the questions about my video. Now, because I'm recording live and I'm also broadcasting live on YouTube, lots of things can go wrong. So please excuse me if I get things right. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm going to open up a chat box in the room. And if you are listening to this live, then by all means, now how did we do that? Open the chat room live. Good question. Private chat. Chat overlay. So this, so this is a chat box on the right-hand side. And I'm just going to flip into a browser and see whether we are actually live. It may yell at me in a minute because I've got my sound up. But looks like we're all doing pretty good. Where are we? If you want to see what I'm doing, I'll turn on this window here. And I'll hit that button there. So hopefully, yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm just checking to see the feed's working properly. And in a minute, you'll probably get me yelling my head off. No, that's disappeared. That's cool. So I've got YouTube live with Super.One. So Andreas, if you're watching the live feed, please do come in here and let's have a chat. I'll be more than interested to know what you're on about. Some other things you can do while you're here, obviously subscribe to my YouTube channel. I just got featured in the New York Times, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm actually get some recognition as the crypto Ponzi scheme avenger. And a lot of these companies are running Ponzi schemes and they're telling me they're not Ponzi schemes. And I'm going, okay, but they all have investment opportunities, which they call not investments. They claim to be, they tell you that they are not financial advisors and they continue to give you financial advice. They tell you that it's not a Ponzi scheme, but they don't have a product or service. So it's always really interesting listening to the heads of these guys who actually say they are not doing anything illegal. So the other one too is on my YouTube channel. You can see I've got an Odyssey account. In the Odyssey account, just search for Tehek, you'll find me. You'll see I've done about 5 videos on Andreas, and I've moved them onto that platform because my videos can easily get removed by people, and I'm stopping that happening. So I have the juicy videos on Odyssey and the ones that are fully in line with everything else on my YouTube channel. So I hope you're enjoying the podcast. I'm still waiting for Andreas to come in here. He's double ticked it, so he's seen my message. Well, it's been delivered, but I haven't seen him in here at the moment. Probably a good time to talk about some of the things I would like to do with my YouTube channel. Oh, good. I've got a question here. What have I got? I've got, what's your thoughts about Novatech? Oh, that's a good question. So I'm going to turn that off. What is my thoughts about Novatech? Well, that's really good. The lady that runs it and the man, they're bankrupt people. I don't know if you knew that. If you go into my Odyssey account, you'll actually see that one of the ladies, I've got evidence in here, I think, about Novatech. Now, Novatech is basically, I've been keeping an eye on it. At the moment, you can still withdraw your money, which is pretty cool. If you are that way inclined, of course. But they are having a few people saying they're having problems withdrawing their money. They pay out once a week. But do remember that they don't have a product or service. They have a dream that they're selling people, and also encouraging people to put money in that they don't have to invest. So I believe that anything to do with crypto and MLM is literally a scam. And there's no other opportunity I've heard of that isn't. Now, because people actually make money at the start of these pyramid schemes, everyone raves about how much money they're making, and then other people go and invest, and then they're the ones that lose all their money. That's how they work. So the ridiculous thing about most of these schemes is that I'm not sure of the tier level or the reward system for people who introduce people to it, but I am familiar with Hyperverse and Hypernation. They have a 20-tier structure. So let's say I invest $1,000. The $1,000 that I invest, if I got introduced by somebody, that person that introduced me gets 20% of that. So then I love it and I get some money back and I go, wow, that's amazing. So I introduce my wife to it or my partner to it and they invest $1,000. I get 20% and the person that introduced me to it gets 15%. So that's 35% of that money gone. Then goes down the chain, the next person that refers, they get 10%. Your wife could get 15%. The person that introduced him gets 20%, and worked out mathematically that 52% of the $1,000 actually gets given away in rewards before the capital actually has any use. And I assume the people that start up these Ponzi schemes are the ones that take the 48% and run. Now, none of these systems are paying out straight away. So they do what they call a collection of money, a cash grab. They tell people to have faith, stay in the Ponzi scheme, and the like. Now, if you go, I went to, I have to find it to be fair, but if you go into my playlist, which I will bring up. Okay, so let's go here and let's go to that. Okay, so, and I'm going to get rid of the chat box just because it's taking up real estate. I don't even know how to do that. Let's think, I'm new on this platform. Chat box. Okay, overlay. Okay, so if you go to my website and you look at playlist, and in the playlist, you will see that I have one called Ponzi Schemes and Scams. And in here, you can see I put all the videos that I do showing people about these scams. Now, there is, yeah, so that one there, we've got a couple of things interesting happening in here. Now, for example, you've got, because I believe, I'm rambling a wee bit, but it's all about the community. And you've got the Tashumi show, I can't even pronounce it. They had a Zoom meeting that had 5,000 people in it. 2 days after that happened, you got Keith Williams coming out as the global sales representative for Hyper Nation. And they don't want anything to do with the history of Hyperverse. They want to start fresh. Of course they do. And in the meantime, the Tasubi Show guys, David, Troy, and Marcus, they basically provided a safe haven for people who are trying to withdraw their money from Hyperverse. And in the meantime, then they dropped them all in it and said that they need to diversify and get involved in Novatech, which is your question. So I did a bit of a brief thing on Novatech and the history of it. And what I found is that the company is about their offices and where they exist. And their offices don't actually exist anywhere. In fact, they're in a building that has been flagged as a shared office space. So it's just absolutely shocking that they just make up anything they want. Then I did a bit of research on the owner, and the owner lady has actually gone bankrupt, and so's her partner. And they were also involved in TT Gold Team. I don't even know what this is, to be honest, but these other things that they've been involved in have actually gone bankrupt as well. So here's the Griffin Corporate Center. This is where they have meant to reside, and obviously it's all fake. I gave them a smashing review. What other things? Here they are being interviewed, blatantly telling people they are part of another organization. Here's the guy telling you about how they're doing mining. So it's AWS Mine is a company that fell over. So these two people that are behind Novatech are meant to be ministers. Well, one of them is, and doing it in the name of God. And then they're blatantly out there offering people opportunities. So this is a paper. So what I'd recommend, I mean, is Novatech a scam? Yes, 100% a scam. There's no doubt about that. If you go to my video and look for on my YouTube channel, I'm actually going to give this link in the chat room because that's going to be better. The video, because I spent a lot of time doing it. Now, how do I put that in the chat window? Let's go. Chat window back. Overlay the chat. So the best idea is just to go watch this video. If I can get this going. Boy, this is tricky, isn't it? Let's see, what do we do here? How do we do? Oh, there's the chat room. Hold it. I've got too many screens open, I tell you, but you kind of need them when you're doing this sort of recording. I'll just change that one. All right, so yep, go watch that video. Anyone else got any questions about Ponzi schemes and the like? If you don't know who I am, I'm Danny the Heck. I've been busting Ponzi schemes for around about 10 months, just new on the block. I just had a great article featured in the New York Times last Sunday or Saturday. And I've got a lot of new people on my YouTube channel at the moment. Just at the start of this video, I got a phone call from Andreas, and he was telling me that he was going to call me back, and he hasn't. He probably knows I'm broadcasting live, that most YouTubers do, so he's obviously not going to do that. But I've been waiting for him to come. I'll just send him a message. See what he says. So yeah, fantastic video to watch. So if you're not familiar with Andreas, Andreas is basically producing a app, which is a gambling app. He's targeting under 18-year-olds. It's all token based. They have got a token on one of the exchanges or a pancake swaps type exchange. Yeah, he's been promising things ever since he's been opened, and nothing has actually come to fruition. It's just a promise for investors. I've had one guy ring up telling me he connected. He gave him $100,000 and lost a lot. He wouldn't tell me his name because he actually wants to make Andreas disappear. He didn't want to be connected, would you believe? Isn't that shocking? Not really. White paper. Now, this is actually really interesting. The white paper is actually like a sales pitch in a way. And I think this is actually, is that going to be the white paper? It should be loading up like a PDF, but that looks like they've changed it. Things are happening. How exciting. Can't post to the, all right. So what do we got? Next, host, watch. All right. So anyone else got any other questions? If you do, just what's your thoughts about Novatech? Did I answer your question, Robert? Block reply. That's the best way of actually giving you an idea of what we're doing. All right, so Andreas, so let's do something a bit different. Hopefully we can do this. I'm going to ring up Andreas and see if we can do a double screen, and let's ring up.
Hello, Andreas.
Yeah, g'day, mate. Danny, how you doing? Are you there?
Hi, Danny. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. What are you up to?
I'm doing very good, Danny. I'm trying to. I'm releasing a game next month, and I want to.
Yeah. Are you sure about that? Because you've been claiming to do that for a wee while now.
I'm not only releasing the game. I've been working very hard for a long time, doing things with not only the game but the whole concept. And
Right.
I feel like, okay, I made some major partnerships in the world, and I feel like you're trying just to ditch me all the time, all the time.
Mate, you've got a
And it
history
comes.
that's worse than Donald Trump, mate.
Pardon?
You've got a history that's worse than Donald Trump.
Well, I don't gonna go into any quarrel. I just gonna say to you, I'm reaching out the hand to say, okay, can we discuss these things? Because you're approaching me, and I'm approaching you, and I feel like it's really bad because I'm into this. I have global partnerships with
Oh, no,
two
you
major
don't, mate.
football.
No, mate, I'm not even going to let you go down that track. You've conned quite a few people and they're all disgruntled, right? So you can't stand here and tell me that you're going to smooth your way into my life and tell me a bunch of porkies, because you're obviously a professional at doing it. So I'll give you an opportunity. If you want to come on a podcast with me and tell me what you're about to tell me face to face, and I can ask you a few questions.
the thing is, I think one thing you're doing very wrong, to be honest.
Oh, here we go.
One thing you're doing very wrong.
Yeah.
You are without any regard listening to people and
I'm not
saying,
listening to
okay,
people. I'm listening to your sale. I was on a Zoom meeting with one of your sales guys, and he was showing me how he's taking money out of the platform already. And I thought we were collecting money so that people could.
one thing. No, Danny, listen. You're listening to people like Alper, and he's gone bankrupt. He has been cheating banks in Norway for a long time. So you have crooks that comes to you and say a story, okay? So I'm just trying to say,
mate,
okay?
you throw anyone under the bus to get what you want, don't you?
No, I'm just trying to tell you the real story, and I'm trying to say,
No,
okay,
there is
this
no
is
real
this,
story, mate. You've been going since was it Momo? What do you call it?
the story is that I'm releasing a game in about
No,
two
you're not,
weeks.
because you were
Now,
releasing that last month, mate. You just keep peddling people along.
no, no. The thing is, you are creating blogs and things based on very little information.
Well, I don't
What are you
understand why
doing?
you haven't come and talked to me sooner. Why don't you come and do a
Because
podcast with me?
I don't respect your kind of journalism because
Well, I
you're
don't
not a
respect your
journalist.
type of scamming, mate, but I'm got you talking to
I'm
you
not
now.
scamming any. I'm not scamming anybody.
You are.
I'm
What
just
about the
a
guy?
very
What about the article in the paper in Norwegian, the Norwegian paper about the guy that invested $4 million with you?
nobody has lost $4 million with. You're
Well, they
talking
haven't
to a
lost it,
guy.
but they've invested it with you.
You are not critical to your sources, and this is a
It's
crucial
a
thing for
newspaper,
an.
mate. The Norwegian newspaper
No,
published an article about your shenanigans.
I think one thing, if you are a journalist and like you're
I'm
trying
not
to
a
be,
journalist.
you
I'm a Joe
yeah,
Blogs.
then you should be a little bit critical to your sources, okay?
Well,
And you should look at who's your sources. Have they been
so
charged for
are
anything?
you saying a 3,000 word article in the Norwegian paper about how you are conning people isn't authentic?
I'm not been conning anybody.
You say
I
it.
actually, you know, Danny. I've been actually taking a course against the Norwegian states
Oh,
of,
mate, you're taking legal action against me. It never happens.
and that's also happening
Oh,
now
whatever.
because
You're full
I
of it,
was
mate. You're just a
so I'm
con
taking
man.
legal action.
You're
The
full
thing
of
is,
it. You come on a
the thing
podcast.
is,
Come on a
the thing is,
podcast with me
what
and
I'm
tell
saying,
me. We'll
what I'm
answer.
saying from a professional point of
You are
view.
not a professional, mate.
You,
You're a con man.
okay, you can tell me I'm a pro man. You're not a professional journalist.
I'm
You
not.
don't respect. You're not respecting any kind of
I do not
reaction to
respect you,
your.
mate. I do not get in bed with scammers. You've got tokens
Okay,
that are pumping and about to be
you
dumped.
can call me a scammer, and
Yes.
you are a fucker. Okay.
Oh,
So
good one. Is that the best you can do?
no, I have a business. I have 60
It's not a
employees
business, mate.
every
You're a
day.
con man. Lovely house, by
So
the way.
you so the thing is, I'm not a con man at all. Not at all. I
Yes,
have
you are.
60 employees every day. We are
Get one of
creating
your
a
customers to
great
ring me
team.
up and tell me how wonderful you are then. Because every customer you have complains about how you've taken their money and they can't get it out.
Who do I take money from?
I got a guy that wants to top you off, mate, because you've taken a lot of money off him.
You are talking about one guy.
One guy. There's 5 guys that
man.
invested over $100,000 with you and lost it. One
You
guy
don't
in the
have 5
Norwegian
guys.
paper
You
invested
don't
$4
you
million
don't have
with you,
5
mate.
guys. You don't have 5 guys who invested $100,000 in me. You have one guy, and you don't are source critic. Okay, this guy is wanted by the Norwegian police for bribing or for doing bad things with people in Norway.
You are
So
probably as well.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Well, come on a
I'm
podcast with me
please,
and tell everyone how wonderful you are as a businessman. I'm open to it. If you don't want to do it, it shows you're a con man, doesn't it?
you're not source critic. That's the wrong thing. You're not a journalist. You're
Okay.
just a fucker.
All right.
You
Well,
fuck
tell
around.
me why you pinched Fantasy's video and claimed it as your own.
I didn't change it. I paid for it, and they actually sent it to me. I haven't
Rubbish.
changed
I've
the
talked to the
fucking
head guy at Fantasy,
yeah.
and you've
And
still got that video on your
that
Vimeo
guy,
channel.
that
You're a
guy
liar, mate.
is not talking the truth.
Well, why would a big company like Fantasy say that they have no connection with you? Went to them originally.
They didn't say they owe me money.
They did
And
not
we paid
produce
them.
that video. You did it.
Never, ever.
You are
changed
just
the video.
lies, lies, lies. You will say anything. You will say anything to get what you want.
Danny, the way you're working is so
Mate,
critical.
criticize
okay?
everyone else. It's just remove the gauntlet from your own eye before you start picking on other people. You got nothing on me.
So
I'm
what
out
you
there
should do,
exposing people
you
like
should start
you so they
be-
don't lose their money.
I will give you one piece of advice.
Oh,
okay?
no, I don't want any of your advice. Thanks, mate. It's just, you might as well have an elephant in your
should
room.
be-
Hear that noise?
you should-
That's you going to jail, mate.
Hey, Danny.
Yeah, mate.
Hey,
You going to give me some more advice?
how are you?
Good.
Fantastic. How are you tonight?
I can't understand you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I can hear you.
Yeah. So you're the Danny the Hick, right?
Yes, that's right. Who are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you.
No,
How
no,
are
I
you
said,
doing?
who are you?
My name is Benjamin.
Benjamin. Don't know you, do I?
Yeah. No, I'm doing quite fine. Thank you.
No, I said, I don't know you. Who's Benjamin?
I'm a big part of this.
Everyone's a big part of
large-
it, mate. Goodness. Everyone thinks it's a
How
big
are you?
thing. It's all hype.
No, seriously, Danny.
No, seriously, it's all hype.
No, can I tell you a secret, Danny?
Oh, goody. Okay, humor you. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Make it good.
I have been. Yeah, I want to tell you something.
Yeah.
Like,
Sounds like you're about to
for-
threaten me.
huh?
Sounds like you're about to threaten me.
No, I'm not. And I'm not gonna try to convince you. I'm not trying to convey you or anything.
Okay.
I just want to tell you about a little story. And my name is Benjamin.
Yeah, I got that part. What's your last name?
Cheers, mate. And
Shit,
I have been
mate.
working.
Did you say your last name's
What?
Shit, mate?
No.
Benjamin Shit, mate. Jesus.
No.
What a name. Your parents must love you.
No. Can I tell you my last name, please?
Sure, mate. Tell me your last name.
Yeah, my last name is Havre.
Oh, it's a good Norwegian name, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Good on you, mate. So how much have you
sure.
invested with Andreas?
That doesn't matter, actually.
Come on, how much have you given Andreas so far?
I have been working on this project for nearly, I don't know, 6 or 7 years now.
Yep. Are you the graphics guy?
No, I'm not the graphics guy.
Right.
But I employ sorry, I'm not as good as talking English.
That's right. Have you done all the contracts with Princess Cruises?
Yeah, but I run the Norwegian department of this company.
Oh my
right?
goodness. Yep.
Yeah. And for for 6 years ago, I did a investment in this company.
Okay.
Yeah. And I actually believed in Andreas.
Do you?
Yeah, I did. And I
You
still
did.
do, my friend.
You did or do?
I still do
I mean,
because I work with Andreas every single day.
well, how come you're not on the technology team? Are you on the technology team? Where are you, Ben? Ben, why aren't you on these photos on the Facebook page?
I am.
Okay,
You
I'm
told
looking for
me
you. Ben,
you
oh, there he is.
you
You're the
actually
admin, Benjamin
you
Admin.
actually,
What's your last name?
Danny, you actually posted a photo of me and you said I was like a pizza delivery guy,
Oh,
but
that'd be
I'm
right.
not.
Was that the one standing in front of the whiteboard?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. How you doing?
My name is Benjamin Havre, and I'm a Norwegian guy,
Yep.
and I have been working on this project for like I don't know 5 or 6 years now. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? So yes. So
So okay, I I'm I can understand that people are like thinking like, oh no, this is a scam, etc., etc., because we don't have a game and
you
you
don't have
don't know
anything.
everything about that.
Everything's around the corner. Everything's going to happen, and it's been going on since 2013.
Yeah, but we have been working very hard for several years
Well, you've
now
been
to
working
actually
very
make a
hard,
product.
but you've been paid money from the people that buy the membership plans. I mean, why do you have to have 20-tier membership structure?
Because my friend Danny, yes, this is a crowdfund project.
No, it's a scam, mate. It's a Ponzi scheme.
No, bro,
I'm called the
this is
crypto
nuts.
Ponzi scheme avenger, and I bust Ponzi schemes. There's no doubt in my mind that you guys are running a Ponzi scheme, and you are just professional liars.
No, we're not.
Well, that's what they say. That's what liars do. That's what they do, mate.
Yeah, I don't care what you call us.
Okay, well,
Because
that's good then. I care what people call me to a certain degree.
we are working actually 24 bloody hours a day.
Yeah, but you're
just to
producing
create
an
this
app.
game.
The app is going to be released to Malaysia theoretically, and it's only going to be a beta version.
No, it's not.
Well, that's what you guys have said. That's your
Danny,
words, not mine.
Danny, relax. We're gonna find you. We're gonna hunt you down. Don't
Okay.
worry.
All right.
You are the biggest fucktard you find in the mother
Excellent.
earth.
You must be at
And
the
you
nightclub
behave.
again, eh,
You
Andreas?
behave. Andrea. This is Andreas, and you behave like a fucking fucktard.
Is
I'm
that
gonna
right?
find you. I'm gonna hunt you down. I'm
Yep.
gonna make you fucking whip like a fucking spider.
Ooh.
Don't worry. I'm onto you. Don't worry.
Hey,
I'm here.
Andreas, I'm broadcasting this
tech owner.
live on
I am
YouTube at the
fucking
moment.
creating. I'm creating
Did you
a
hear me?
sensible.
Did you hear me?
I have 60 fucking people working every day for me,
Yeah.
and I'm doing
You're live
a
on the internet at the
decent
moment,
job.
mate. Go to
You
my
know,
YouTube
guys
channel.
guys like you are gonna fucking make
Yeah, good
pay
for it.
for it.
Make it
Okay?
goody, mate.
So you can continue your fucking vineyard
Brilliant.
against me. Don't
Is that the
worry.
best you can
Don't
do?
worry. Don't worry. Danny, Danny, you know, all your recording devices, keep them going, because that's what you do.
Yeah.
You do
Well, you're live on
absolutely
YouTube at the
nothing.
moment.
You are nothing that a fucking
I don't
fly
claim
in
to
the
be
air.
anyone, mate. Not
You
like
have
you.
absolutely nothing.
I must be making a difference.
You haven't voted.
I must be making a difference. I'm so pleased, Andreas.
You haven't provided any proof of what
I
you're
have.
doing.
Fantasy. Just a video, mate. I've got more proof.
I invite you to come clean in Norway. I called you on courtesy. But what you do
Oh,
is just
mate.
remarkable.
Yeah.
You are nothing.
Have another drink, mate.
You know, you are the biggest loser we
Oh,
can find.
sticks and stones will break
You
my
know,
bones,
I
and
tell you
words will
why,
never hurt
I tell
me.
you why. I tell you why
Okay,
you are.
I'm listening,
Because
mate.
you are a liar.
Ooh,
You're a liar, and
you're a
lying
con man.
on liars from here to there.
Excellent.
You can come to Norway. You can contest me anytime,
Oh,
and you can do everything.
okay.
The thing is,
Friday
You
drinks,
are
eh?
I know you are recording me now.
I'm
and you're
broadcasting live. This is
publishing it live
great.
because that's the only fucking publishment you get.
Is that
Because you
right?
are fucking
Keep going,
unbelievable.
Andreas. You're just digging yourself a hole.
You are not a journalist. You are
No.
just a rookie
Ooh.
trying to get attention.
Okay.
You are not a journalist.
Okay.
You are so far
Have
away
you got an
from any
investment for me,
serious
mate?
journalist. You know, I tell you.
Okay,
in
you tell me.
journalism, there is a codex. There is a codex, okay?
Okay.
You need to source your fucking sources, okay?
Okay.
And you are not there. You are not there. You are not even talking to that. You are far beyond.
Hey, are you a
not
bourbon or a
even
whiskey
touching
drinker?
the base of
Andreas.
reality.
Hey, mate,
You are
mate.
not even
Mate.
touching the base
Oi,
of
oi, oi,
reality.
oi. Are you a bourbon or a whiskey drinker?
So,
Are you drinking
what you're
whiskey or
drinking,
bourbon?
I'm not drinking anything. I'm completely sober. I
No
don't drink
way.
anything.
You
I
sound like
work
you're as
18
drunk
hours
as a
a day.
skunk.
The
I thought you were
thing is,
having Friday
Danny,
drinks.
Danny,
Yes,
Danny,
I'm
what
listening.
you
Go
are
for it,
doing,
mate.
what you are trying to accomplish is just attacking. You don't do anything or research. You
Okay.
are the worst journalist. You're not a journalist. I
I
don't
know.
want to call
I
you
don't claim to be a
because
journalist.
you are not even a journalist.
No.
You are a fucking guy
Yeah.
trying to get your hits on YouTube.
Oh,
and
that's
what you're trying to
rich.
do.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing you feel for.
Okay.
You don't have any realism.
Well, you've
in
busted
what
me,
you're
haven't
doing.
you? You've exposed me, and now I'm going to continue exposing you.
You can expose me as
Ponzi
much as you
scheme.
want because
If you want to get
are
involved, ladies and gentlemen, in a
at the-
Ponzi scheme, get involved in
at the end of the
Super.One.
day. At the
This is
end
the
of the
owner
day,
of the
Danny,
company talking to me now about his
at the
not
end of the day,
scam
Danny,
Ponzi scheme.
At the end of the day,
There he is.
I am the one who providing the real business.
Oh,
I'm
whatever,
actually
mate.
doing it.
Come on, play another record. Play another record.
At the end of the day,
At the end of the day, I'm not drinking.
you are just a fucker playing around.
And that's Andreas talking to us all the way from Norway.
So you can do whatever you do with your recording device.
Okay.
I don't really care.
Okay, then why are you ringing me then?
At the end of the day,
Why did you ring me?
At the end of the day,
Mate, the
Danny,
day is at the end already. What do you want to say, Andreas?
I need you absolutely nothing.
Okay. So you are stealing people's money for a living, and that's how you roll.
I don't steal anybody's money. I have invested.
Well, I've got a whole list of people that if you have had your money stolen by Andreas Christensen, please contact me via my website and come and tell me your story.
Forward. And what I will recommend you.
Where did you steal your videos from and all your NFTs from?
When you look at your real journalism,
I'll just turn you down for a while. All the NFTs that Andreas actually has have been stolen from Yeti Images.
You are just a fuck-up artist. You should look at journalism and the
I'm not a journalist.
criticism.
I'm not a journalist, mate.
You don't have a fucking spine in your whole fucking neck. You don't know a shit about journalism.
Woo.
You are not criticism.
And you do? And you know everything about scamming people.
What you should do is to look at your sources.
You
should look at your sources. You fuck. You should look at your sources and you should ask them, have they done anything? Okay? Look at your sources.
Mate, you keep peddling your scams. Sources. How long have you been doing it now? Nearly 10 years of one scam, and you've stretched it out this long. You're amazing, mate. You're a legend in the scam world.
I'm probably a legend in your scam world.
You sure you haven't been drinking?
You are a small little fucker.
Oh, yeah, I'm sort of into it. I've got it, mate. I can appreciate you don't like me. That's fine. Carry on. Have you got anything else you'd say? Tell us why your system's so good.
My system is sustainable.
No way. Everyone's lost their money so far.
I'm sustainable. I'm partnered with the biggest parties in the world.
No, you haven't. Princess Cruises don't know you, mate.
Wrong.
BMW does not have any connection with you at all. It's all lies. Princess Cruises, tell me about that relationship.
What are you saying? BMW.
In your videos, you tell us that you have alliances with Princess Cruises and BMW. They know nothing about you.
I never told anyone that I'm a partner with BMW.
You have in your promotional videos. You've got.
But do you understand English?
No, I'm Dutch.
I think your English language is probably lacking a little bit of understanding.
Have you watched my video I've done about you, mate?
I watched some of your videos. And
Well,
I'm
watch
getting
the
bored
whole
because
lot
you
and
are...
then come back and tell me your side of
No,
the story. I'm
okay,
willing to listen to
okay.
you.
Let's do it this, okay?
Yep.
I'm gonna come to Christian church next week.
Cool.
And we're gonna sit
Sure
down.
you are, mate.
I'm gonna hunt you down.
Okay.
And we're gonna meet next week. And we're
Okay.
gonna take a little bit of Christmas journey together. See you
Okay.
next week. Bye.
Is that it? Well, there you go. That was my conversation with Andreas he's the owner of Super.One, which is an app which I've done quite a few videos about. So hope you've enjoyed the commentary. And looks like Andreas is coming to Christchurch. He's going to hunt me down and fuck me up, as he says. So sorry about the bad language, but that was a live phone call, and that's the way I roll. So I think he must have been drinking, and it would have been it's 11:30 on Saturday morning. So I'm guessing Norwegian time, probably Friday night drinks in the office, and they've decided to get on the phone and have a go at Danny de Heck for the videos he's producing about warning you not to get involved in not hyperverse. This is in SuperOne. It's a Ponzi scheme. And if you look into their account structure, you'll see that they've got different tiers of membership. And basically, if you refer people, you get a big chunk of it. And I spoke to one of their, I don't think they call them VIP fives, but one of their top guys who was actually showing me how he's taking money out of the system already, which shows it's just a money grab for these people who promote it. So anyway, I hope that was useful, and hope that was comical. If you've got any information on SuperOne, please go to deheck.com and click on the contact page and submit the information anonymously if you like. But that was a bit of a crack up for me, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll now put this video online, and I'll stop streaming over here. Right. Still streaming. So that was good. I'm going to stop the stream, and in a few minutes, you'll see the video that I recorded over here turn up. So hope you enjoyed it. Anyone got any last questions? That was pretty intense, to be honest. And thank you. Not too bad. That was quite nerve-wracking. I'll be honest. It's not easy doing these talks. Hopefully the sound worked. Oh, they're back. Let's see if I can answer this before we disappear. All right, we're recording again. Hello.
Hey, Danny.
How you doing?
No, I'm doing fine, actually.
Who
How are you?
Who is this?
This is Benjamin, head of support
Oh, right.
from
Yes. You're
SuperOne.
Benjamin. What did you call yourself? Benjamin something ass.
Huh?
You said of one ass. You had a funny last name. You wouldn't tell me your last name because you're so proud that you're working for SuperOne that you decided that you'll keep yourself anonymous.
Kind of hard to explain in English.
Yeah.
It's like Haber, like the corn sort. Ever heard of it?
Like the what?
Like the corn sort. Havre.
Don't know. Anyway, how can I help you, mate?
No.
Are you having a few drinks on a Friday night? Because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, we had a few drinks.
Andreas says he hasn't drunk a drop. Has Andreas had anything to drink?
That's okay. Yeah, but I just wanted to do some.
Excuse me. Has Andreas had drinks tonight?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because he told me that he was sober as a judge. So it just shows you another instant where Andrea is a liar.
No, please. Danny, please listen to me, please.
Okay.
Please, I'm begging you, please listen to me.
I'm listening.
Yeah. We have been working on this project for like nearly, I don't know, 6 or 7 years now.
Yeah, so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are really putting in our best to actually make this work.
Yep. And you've made a ton of false claims along the way and haven't delivered any of them.
No, we don't.
the alliances that you say that you have with people aren't true.
Oh, seriously, Danny, please, you need to listen to me for one sake.
Okay, well, tell me about Fantasy and how you took their video, remastered it, launched it to allege that they were doing your marketing.
Okay. I'll tell you everything about it if you care to listen.
Floor's all yours, mate. Go for it.
Thanks. And I know you're live streaming right now, so basically it's okay. I think it's about 2 years or 2.5 years ago. We had this agreement with Fantasy. Yeah, that's true. We had this agreement with them to make this marketing campaign with us, to make a video campaign to market our product. And that is completely true.
So was that with
We
Peter
did
Schmidt?
that.
Schmidt?
What?
Is that with Peter?
Peter Smith, yes, that's correct.
Right. So it says
Yeah.
on the 2nd of March, you they were claiming to be in partnership with Fantasy.
No, we didn't claim anything.
Well, the video, why wouldn't you take the video down off Vimeo?
Because in the reality, Danny, Fantasy was in fact in partnership with us. Okay, I gotta tell you a story. I was an early investor in this project.
Mate, let's
Right?
carry on with the Fantasy one first, because why would Fantasy repurpose an old video that they had on their website and then remaster a voiceover if they did have a connection with you guys?
That's just nonsense, because we had a video produced in a cooperation with them.
But that was a video that had been used before on another project.
Come again?
So the video that you allege they created to advertise the fact that they were doing your marketing was a video that was previously used by Fantasy in another project. And my question is, logically, why would they not create a brand new video just for SuperOne instead of repurposing one that you could grab off the internet?
Because we were very proud of having there as our sorry, I'm not as good in
no, but I understand what you're about to say, but if they were very proud about having SuperOne, why did they use a second-hand video?
Yeah, correct. So we decided to create this video with Fantasy.
Not going by Fantasy.
A long time ago.
Fantasy disagree with you. The owners at Fantasy disagree that they have any connection with you now or in the past. They said that you did approach them for a proposal at the start, but they don't have any connection with you, and they have requested that that video be taken down by Vimeo, but it still remains on your Vimeo account.
Yeah, but Danny, you need to listen to me.
Well, you need to answer my questions, and then I'll have a reason to listen to you.
We had a cooperation with Fantasy back in the days. We did, actually. I even paid for that commercial.
No, they say no. So you really want to clear that up with Fantasy, because they disagree with everything that's coming out of your mouth at the moment.
Yeah, I can really. I can even show you the receipt that I paid for that commercial, if you want.
Well, looking at the way you guys make up receipts, I don't know if that's good enough. But if you could get an email from Peter and send it to me, telling me that that's okay that you use their video, I would be interested in that.
Danny, I can even provide you with the details of that receipt, and I can show it to you that I actually paid, I think it was around $80,000 or something.
Okay, well, listen to this. You listening?
Please be advised that all press released by Super.One, including but not limited to text, audio, or video format, claiming that Fantasy is in a partnership with Super.One is patently false. Fantasy has no partnership or affiliation whatsoever with Super.One or its affiliates, has never invested in Super.One, and has never endorsed Super.One's business model nor its affiliate program. Fantasy was briefly contracted to perform some UX and UI design for Super.One's trivia game Screens Only, but has since terminated the contract and has asked Super.One to remove all such press. We greatly appreciate your concern for and your support of Fantasy.
Technology supervisor from Fantasy. So what is what is UX and UI design? What's that?
Yes.
What is that?
Come again.
What they said, they performed some UX and UI design for Super.One trivia game. Screens Only.
Yeah, but this is like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, well, that was I haven't got the date on that, but I can find that out. But okay, so why
Danny,
are people,
my friend, Danny, please listen to me for 1 second.
Well, speak,
please,
mate. Use your words.
Yeah. We are working like 24
Oh my
hours
God,
a
mate!
day
You've said that
to
10
make
times.
This project alive.
It doesn't mean it's not a scam. It doesn't mean you're using investors' monies for other stuff.
My friend.
What about the crypto exchanges falling over because people put their money in it? There's nothing. You're using the money to like a Ponzi scheme. That's how he's paying your wages.
No.
Yes.
We are using the money to invest.
I interviewed a guy who was one of your Cloonies, and he was showing me how he was promoting Super.One memberships, and then he was showing me on the other screen how he was withdrawing his money after he was selling these memberships.
Come again, please.
So if you go to my Odyssey channel, and you'll see these videos I've done, but the people that are selling your memberships are actually taking money out now. So your own marketing team have their hand in the cookie jar and taking investors' monies out now. Are you there? I've lost you. All right, we're going around circles here. These guys are obviously claiming that they're not a scam outfit. It's not rocket science, guys, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are shady bastards. I mean, if you're a serious business owner, would you be threatening a YouTuber that you're going to come around and deal with them? And would you call them names? Would you belittle them? Would you use bully tactics? That's what these guys do. And they threaten you all day long. So as soon as you stick your head up and squawk, they shoot you down with false statements, claiming they are a real legitimate company, and they're clearly not a legitimate company. If you go to my Odyssey channel, which will be in the show notes of this, and go and search for Super.One, there's quite a few videos there that I've put online, and you can see actually one of the most interesting one was when I got, I think it was this one here, and I actually got one of their Cloonies who was promoting Super.One to actually show me the back end of his website. He's back. You're back. Welcome back.
Yes.
All right.
I tried to reach you, but can you hear me now?
Yep. No, I can hear you now. Sounds like you. What have you been drinking tonight, mate?
What?
What do you drink? Is it rum, bourbon, whiskey? What do you guys drink?
No, water.
Water. You just told me in the first phone call that Andreas is having a few drinks. It's Friday night in the office. How many people work in the office?
Don't care about that.
So why do you have membership plans? You've got platinum, gold, platinum, and diamond, and people can invest $50,000.
Please try again.
So I noticed you have different level memberships.
Yeah, that's true.
So why do you need to have different level memberships if you're not a Ponzi scheme?
It's called crowdfunding, my friend.
Crowdfunding. So why don't you go to an angel investor instead? It's been labeled crowdfunding because it doesn't sound as bad as crypto. Well, it's not even a crypto. It's a fake token. I mean, I've done Tron scans.
No, it's not.
I've done Tron scans.
Danny, you need to, please, I'm begging you, listen to me.
Speak. The floor is yours.
Yes. I have been working on this
project. Oh my God, don't say the same thing every time. You'll bore my subscribers. You've been working on this for 8 years.
Been working on this project
Go
for
it, Ben.
6 years.
Okay.
Please don't tell me it's a scam.
I'm sorry, mate. Because it's a scam.
If you tell me, what?
You're getting paid and you're working on a project does not mean it's not a multi-level marketing Ponzi scheme.
Danny, we have 50 developers in India producing the game as we speak.
And it never eventuates. Never has it eventuated. They've been doing this since Momo Day. Is it Momo?
Come again?
What was the original company? Momo?
No, it was Mojo at the beginning.
Mojo, that's right. So that's been going since 2013, and now it's been rebranded, reskinned as SuperOne.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. I would never, ever participate in something that I was thinking, oh, no, this is a scam.
So do you trust?
I would never do that.
Do you trust them?
Of course I do. Danny, I have 12 employees in Norway.
Yep.
Working to
You're working for a scammer, mate.
No, I'm not, Danny.
He's taken.
I have 12 employees. Danny,
he has taken.
Me, please, for one sake.
He has taken
Danny,
millions of dollars off people.
Danny, can you listen to me for 1 second, please?
Just don't tell me you've been working it for months.
I'm not going to threaten you or anything, but please listen to me.
Did you hear your boss threaten me before?
I have 12 employees in Norway working with UX and UE design.
Did you hear your boss
make this game happen?
Did you hear your boss threaten me?
Okay, listen to this, please. Hi, Danny. This is Johannes speaking.
Oh, hello. What's your last name?
Hiya. My last name is Lindem.
Okay, how you doing? Are you been there for years as well?
No, I joined the business some time ago, yeah.
Well, I would pack up your bags and run as fast as I could if I was you.
No, I know Andreas Christensen and Benjamin quite well, and I have no intention to do no.
Did you hear that he threatened me today?
No, I did not hear that, no.
How does it feel to work for a guy that threatens people?
I don't have any particular feelings about it, no.
Well, I didn't think you had much feelings to be working for him.
No, I do have a moral compass, if that's what you're implying.
Right. Because you've got a job and you work for a guy that pays you each week, it does not mean he's not running a Ponzi scheme. I'm looking at behindmlm.com at the moment, and it tells me that you have a compensation plan where if somebody invests $100, they will get these SRX tokens. And then they will get rewarded on a daily basis. Are you familiar with that?
So,
what I assume is that you have information that is based on an outdated basis, right?
Yes, that's right. I've got it right here in front of me. It's your own promotional video. It talks about
When is that promotional video from? And can you provide me with a channel that's from?
Just search for Danny DeHeck or deheck.com.
All right. You want me to search for your own YouTube channel where you provide the information about our company?
No. I went into a Zoom meeting with one of your promotion guys, and he did the official PowerPoint presentation showing me the back end of SuperOne. And all the back end shows me how you've got gold, platinum, silver memberships, and if you invest more. So this is your stuff, not mine. And it's on the screen right now if you go to my YouTube channel.
No, I don't follow your YouTube channel.
I'm not asking you to, but I'll give you the name of the guy. I'll have to read it to you. He's got a funny name. This is him.
Ruhulamin Litton.
Ruhamu Liman. Do you know him?
No, I don't know this person.
How about this guy?
Stian Alexander Carlsen.
Stian. Stan Alexander.
No, I don't know this man. I'm sorry.
Well, he's your boss's business partner, and he's currently living in Bali because he can't get back into the country because he'll get locked up. So maybe you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel and do some research on the man that you work for.
So what I assume is that the research you have that you provide your YouTube followers with is limited in supply.
No.
If you got YouTube, if you got resources from independent researchers,
I've got the research
from independent sources
from people that
all right. So where is your research from then?
From people you hire to market your platform.
I don't hire any people to market my platform.
All right. So I've got a guy's name here who showed me the back end of his web. I'll find his username for you, but he works for you guys, and he's doing Zoom meetings promoting SuperOne, and he's showing people the financial rewards in real time, and you can easily find that. I'll give it the link to the video. And Andreas, ask Andreas you sit there, have a few drinks at work, and sit there and watch that video and tell me I haven't got my information right. And then if you want to come on a podcast or a tubecast with me and answer all the questions I got wrong, you're more than welcome. But in the meantime, you need to find the business partner of your boss and the reason why he can't get back into Norway.
So this is nothing to do with my boss. So what I want you to understand is that the people you cite are not employed by me.
Okay.
And so whatever information you cite is completely independent of the organization. However, these people choose to spin this is up to them.
But it's your PDF. It's on your website. So if I go to your website and look at the white paper, they are showing people the light paper. If you go to the light paper, and I'm on there right now, this is a PDF that people who are promoting your company are using, talking about the different levels of account structures. So you're full of shit, mate.
Yeah.
So now you're telling me...
No, but this is a completely acceptable business model employed by global organizations of massive scale.
No, you are claiming that you have alliances with Princess Cruises. You are claiming that you have alliances with BMW. You are claiming that you have the right to make NFTs out of all these sports players, and you're promoting gambling to under 18-year-olds. So what part of that doesn't ring alarm bells for you?
Can you provide specific sources to where we have claimed these things, please?
Okay, well, on your website, the SuperOne website, if you click on light paper, you've got your website on Amazon.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that, yes.
Yes, and you click on the PDF, you've got photos of Elon Musk, James Bond, The Rock, and you are making NFTs out of these sports people's images that you have purchased of Yeti Images.
And?
Well, you're not allowed to do that. And then you're claiming that you've got alliances with people like Princess Cruises, and you don't.
And so are you making these claims because it gives you
They're not claims,
marketing potential?
Oh, well, whatever. Point the finger at me if you must to protect yourself. But you guys are full of shit and you're just making it up. And you're just doing it so you get membership money in. It's appalling. You guys are modern day thieves.
So, all right, let's have an actual academic debate here. You're saying that we claim these things, but on the opposite, you are claiming that we are making up these things. How can you know for sure that we are making up these things? How can you actually know that we are not partnered with organizations of these individuals that provides us with the intellectual property rights
so you are.
to use these?
You are.
Please do not interrupt, Danny.
Well, you are making these claims, and I have contacted Princess Cruises and BMW to ask if there's any alliance with SuperOne, and they don't even know who you are.
Can you provide a specific source for where we have cited BMW in
show me the contracts.
Words as our
show
partner?
me the contracts that you have with these companies. If you've got the balls, you're full of shit, mate.
So you're citing balls as the reason for why we have to cite these people.
Why do people need to? Why do people need to invest crypto to get involved? What product or service do you guys actually have that generates an income? You have nothing.
So we have a genuine product, Danny.
But it's not.
What you're
it's
doing
not
is
on the market.
A conspiracy on your YouTube channel.
I'll turn you down for a while.
Marketing traffic to your website.
Oh, whatever.
Which then again makes more people view your website, which then again makes more people view the advertisements.
Mate, when you sober up, you're going to be pissed off that you didn't articulate yourself very well. So I would probably finish talking.
All right. So you talk about bully techniques earlier, but then you use these bully techniques earlier.
What? Bully techniques?
You use these bully techniques right now.
Mate, your company is scamming people. Anyone involved with SuperOne is going to lose their money. I have a string of people that have already been involved with SuperOne, have lost their money. They hate these guys. They continuously get on Zoom.
All right, you have a string of people. That's exactly what I mean, Danny, is that you are completely vague in all your statements. You make no specific statements regarding anything about SuperOne.
What product?
All your statements are completely
What product or service do you have?
A trivia game that is launching very soon.
Mate. If it launches anytime soon, I'll eat my hat. You've been launching this friggin' stupid idiot app that looks like a kid's designed it for the last 3 or 4 years. It's never eventuated.
Right,
next month, you'll still be launching this stupid app. You're idiots. It's illegal.
You say a kid's designer, but
it's illegal.
100
it's
years
illegal because you're not allowed to do online gaming. You've already lost your gaming license with the other attempt you had. You've got no license to do gaming, and now you're making a casino app.
So what I gather from you, Danny, is that you use these bully techniques of interrupting and, condescending.
Well, shut up and say something, mate. Shut up and say something.
What do you mean shut up about say something? You're completely proving my point of using bully techniques. You're interrupting and you're belittling organizations who's trying to fill
a scam, mate.
Void.
You're busting. I'm saving people from ruining their lives.
Exactly, Danny. And you're proving my point there again.
Oh, you're an idiot, mate. You're an idiot.
Time. How am I an idiot when
I'm you work for a company that is producing a gaming app without a gaming license. They've already lost the gaming. They've been struck off the casino, the International Casino Register for trying to produce an app that was a gaming app.
So you're stumbling your words regarding gambling licenses, but we're not a gambling game. That's the exact thing we're trying to market. We're not a gambling game.
No, you are, because gambling is getting reward for playing a game, and you give people tokens.
So you're confusing and conflating gaming with actual gaming. The word you're conflating is gaming as in gambling and gaming as in computer games.
So when you go into a bar and play the casinos, are you not at a gaming lounge?
I would call that a gambling game.
Mate, you can pin a tail on a donkey and call it a pig. It's still not legitimate. You're
again, Danny, you're with your bully techniques. You're completely dissuading with whataboutism. You're completely dissuading the point of the argument. And you're there again saying, all right, so you're saying you're this, but you're this. I didn't say the but. You're dissuading your audience completely. That is my exact point. You're misleading and you're promoting fraudulent marketing material.
When is the app going to be released?
The app is going to be released by the end of the year.
Oh my God. What happened at the end of November?
I cannot speak to that.
Well, there you go, you idiot. This is my point. You don't even know, you haven't even got a date when this app is going to be released.
And harassing and bullying. And
when is the app going to be released,
to have
you
a
fool?
rational debate. And you call me an idiot,
Yes.
you call me a fool, you call me a liar.
You are. All those things, mate. When is this app,
argument, Danny?
When is this app going to be released? It's not a tricky question.
By the end of the year.
So if you go into...
I have given you an answer to your question.
If you go into your Telegram group, it tells you that you are releasing it at the end of November.
Yeah, and as with anything in the technology business...
Oh, bullshit. Excuses. You're full of it, mate.
I'm full of what?
Shit.
I'm full of shit.
Yes.
So, okay, you again resort to bullying techniques.
Well, what are you then? Are you an upstanding citizen in Norway, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. Now, you're telling me that...
Please explain to me, Danny, what defines an upstanding citizen of Norway?
One that doesn't lie and steal people's money using crypto and untrue... you're using footage that isn't yours. You're making false claims. You've got different tier structures, and you're promising people return on their investment. You don't have a product or service, and you're just lying and keeping it going until people realize they've been scammed. I'm the one that's interviewing people that have lost their money, mate. I'm the one that's picking up your carnage.
Danny, can I answer your questions, please? And can I answer your claims towards me not being an upstanding citizen of Norway?
Well, let's not get personal.
No, let's get personal.
I didn't want to hurt your feelings, but you go tell me about you being an upstanding person. My
feelings are not hurt in the slightest.
Well, make up your mind. You just told me I was being a bully.
Yeah, you are being a bully in the sense that you are citing bullying techniques from SuperOne. And then you are using those exact techniques that you are citing against us.
So am I trying to profiteer? Am I trying to profiteer from talking to you? Am I?
Besides being a Fox News whataboutism journalist,
I'm not a journalist.
In quotes, like you call yourself, please let me answer the arguments that you're posing towards us.
Okay, well, my first argument is that I heard on your Telegram group for the 15,000th time that your app is going to be released at the end of November. So when is your app going to be released? Over to you, sir.
Okay, let's do this point by point. Point number one about our app release date.
Okay.
Our app is going to be released by the end of the year. That is the only information I can give you due to, that we have secrets regarding the business plans that we cannot reveal due to contracts that we are bound to.
Is that your answer?
We are making deals with companies around the world that are monumental to the football trivia game market.
No.
And
I'm sorry, I disagree. Have you got any proof that you've got any alliances with any company that you can show my listeners and maybe your investors?
We do have proof, but we cannot show this because of
convenient, isn't it?
Element contained within the contract.
You mean not one of your investors or the persons that you're aligned with will let you talk about them? Not one of them. So how many people have you got invested? Can you give me a number? Excuse me, my question. Can you give me a number of people that you have got an alliance with? Just a rough number of people that you've got these big alliances with.
As I can speak to right now, we've got alliances and partnerships with leading global companies within market and football partnerships.
Bullshit. What's the number? 10? 100? More than 100? More than 1,000? What's the number?
In terms of companies or reach?
No, I want to know you said you've got alliances with people you can't tell me. And I go, okay, I'll respect your mumbo jumbo. But what is the number of people, number of companies that have got an alliance with SuperOne?
I cannot speak to them.
So you 1, 2, 3, 5? Why can't you tell me that? Is it over 50? Full of shit, mate. You're full of shit. You're all trained scammers.
We are not full of shit, Danny. This is yet another one of your bullying techniques.
Well, you haven't answered the question, and I gave you enough time to answer the question, and you can't even tell me a number of people that have alliances with you. You're just making excuses.
The reason where you cite that you've given me enough time to answer these questions, the reason I'm not able to answer the questions properly is because you keep interrupting me. If you let me answer correctly without posing another follow-up question, I would be able to answer them correctly. So will you please let me continue?
All right, you answer the question. I would like to know who these people are that you've got alliances. You answer the question by telling me that you can't name them and it needs to be kept confidential. So I thought your question was over. My apologies. Do you have anything else to add to that?
Yeah. So we have got partnerships with globally leading media companies and football organizations that we cannot name due to confidentiality clauses within our contracts with them. And this is a completely standard agreement within business. Sometimes when you make an agreement with a business, there is a confidentiality clause until an agreed upon date included in that contract. And this is completely standard within this business. So if you do not understand this, you have no grounds to talk about it.
Have you finished answering the question?
That is my answer to that question.
Excellent. Well, I think you're full of shit for a start. And that's not bullying tactics. That's just a clear fact. I'm not asking you. I can respect that. And I do understand that you have contracts. But now I'm asking you a different question. Have you got your brain on?
If I've got my brain on, how is that not a bullying technique?
Well, I don't. The answer to your question I just asked, I think, was a load of shit. All right. So I don't care if you think that's hurting your feelings.
Please address how my answer to that question was a load of shit.
Because you diverted the answer that everyone
usually resort to, Dan.
You diverted the answer to the question. All right. So the next question is, if you can't tell me, excuse me, if you can't tell me the names of the companies, can you give me an indication of the number of companies that you've got these alliances with? And I can't see any reason why that has to be kept confidential.
I can give you a number, yes, below 100.
Is that it? For world dominance. So you've got under 100 companies.
The companies we have an alliances with, numbering below 100, still has a reach above a significant amount that is beyond your understanding.
Excellent. Well, I'm only a peasant, so I wouldn't know about the big business world like you big businessmen. Can I ask you another question?
Yet again, resorting to bullying techniques.
Well, I'm actually telling you I'm not a big businessman, and I don't understand the complexities of starting up a massive app like you guys are going to do.
YouTube guy trying to peddle off of businesses to try and generate traffic to your YouTube channel.
Mate, I've only been paid a few $100s for my YouTube channel. That's a pretty low blow.
Ad revenue. Is this your job, Danny?
Yeah, I'm a full-time YouTuber, thanks to guys like you. Thank you.
So you're a full-time YouTuber thanks to guys like us.
Yes.
So you're attacking small-time startups.
No, I'm exposing you guys. I'm exposing you guys.
You're exposing us.
Yeah, because you make false claims and your things never eventuate. You sidestep the answer to questions. You tell me that everything's hidden in privacy.
So, Danny, may I interrupt you, please? Danny, are you there?
Yeah, I'm letting you talk, mate. Go for it.
Yeah, thank you. So you say that we cite false claims. Can you name 3, please?
You don't have a product or service.
We don't have a product or service.
Yep.
Right. So my answer to that is that we do have an app out there that is completely usable. Is being used by a plethora of people that are currently using our service to earn money. And they're using the service to generate content based on fanatical fandoms.
What?
And this product is out there. If you want to see the product, go to the App Store or the Google Play Store or whatever you're on and download Super.One.
Have you read
You will
your...
see,
I've done that. Have you read your reviews?
if I've read our reviews, there's 2 reviews out there. There's one that's 5 stars and one that's, I think, 3 stars. Can you remind me what they say again?
Oh, you'll have to have a look. And anyone watching this, please do go to iTunes, have a look at the reviews before you install an app that's probably going to grab your data and your personal details and use it to their scammy advantages.
All right, so to answer that allegation, I would say that the only thing people that download this app has to think about is playing a game. It's like any mobile game out there. If you want to be involved in the game in any further extent, that's up to you. But if you just want to play that game, it's open to anyone. And that version of the game is being released by the end of the year.
Yep, that's correct. So
any tech startup, as you know, they have hurdles they have to overcome, and they have to have a product that they want to release to the market that is completely optimized. They don't want to release a game to the market that isn't fully optimized. They release a game to the market that is fully complete and at the best degree it can be by the release date. And currently, our release date is by the end of the year.
No, that's too vague, mate. End of the year, last year, you guys were on your pedestals chirping that you were about to release the app then. And now since
end
then...
of the year, mate. How is that too vague? It's 1.5 months.
No, this was last year.
Have you ever developed an app, Danny?
So you're going to say that next year?
Have you ever developed an app?
Yeah, I have. I had an app for my business at one stage. They're very complex things.
Oh, so you had an app for your business at one stage. Where's the app now?
Well, I used to own a business networking company, and I used to let people have their profiles on there. So when they were talking on Zoom meetings, people could click on their profile and they could see them. People could use their product or service. So that company doesn't exist anymore, but I did have an app at the time. They're quite complex things to get going.
All right. So your business doesn't exist anymore. When was this launched?
One of my businesses, it's in the New York Times. They talk about it last Sunday, if you read the article.
Okay, so one of your businesses, apart from the YouTube marketing business.
YouTube marketing
when was
business.
this app launched?
Oh, about 5 years ago.
5 years ago, and is that app still live?
No, not anymore, but it was at one stage. It was a utility. I don't need it anymore.
All right, so at the peak
you're doing a real bad job trying to spin this around onto me, mate. It's easier to point the finger at somebody else than point it at yourself.
I'm not trying to spin this, Danny, in any other way that you're trying to spin.
Well, can you shut up and say something? Because you're not
SuperOne.
making much sense at the moment. You're having a go at my business that doesn't exist anymore. So what's your point?
What my point is that you're trying to spin the business that we're trying to create against us. And so I'm doing the same thing to you.
Mate, you're making false claims. I'm not claiming to do anything I haven't done.
Oh, I'm making false claims.
Your business that you're representing is making false claim. You're producing YouTube's videos telling people that you're having marketing departments like Fantasy doing your marketing and Fantasy.
So Danny, calm down, please. So you're saying that the business that I work for is making false claims. Can you please provide another example of that? Because you provided one example and I disproved
Well, how many do you want?
Can you provide another example, please?
How many do you want?
I want another one, please.
Okay, so how come your token or your coin isn't actually on a mainframe exchange?
Come again, please.
How come the token, the SuperOne token or SuperOne coin, I'm not a crypto genius, isn't listed on a mainframe exchange?
So this is very, very common against companies that list themselves on exchanges, is that they do pre-sales of their tokens before listings.
How come Andreas owns over 50% of the tokens?
That is yet again very, very common amongst blockchain technology companies.
Do you want me to tell you why he does that?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so you create a whole lot of app hype and a whole lot of hype about SuperOne and what it's going to do, and you get people out there, multi-level marketers out there to promote it, and they all invest in the token, you see, and then that pumps the price of the token up, and then Andreas drops everyone in it by getting rid of his tokens cheap, and that's how he makes his money. That's why they call it pump and dump.
All right, so you cite the pump and dump scheme, as you might call it, right?
Yeah.
So how come that Andreas is investing more money into this company?
Where's that money come from?
Where that money comes from? His personal pocket.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh my God, you guys are rampant at it.
So yet again, Danny, this is what I'm saying to you all the time. Whenever I provide a rational and logical argument to you, you just resort to saying, oh, guys, you're scabbers. Oh, guys, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you make no sense, etc., etc., etc. Right?
I've got so
you're
much
sighing because you can't actually think of a logic and rational argument to counter what I've just posed to you.
Have you obviously said to me earlier on, you haven't watched my video I put together about Andreas?
Oh, Danny, I've watched all your videos. Don't worry.
All right. So the one when Andreas is at the nightclub with prostitutes, and I've got the photo of his passport there, is
oh, have you got evidence of that? Have you?
Yeah, it's on the video. I thought you said you watched them all.
Yeah, I have, but I'm refuting that. The point is that you've got evidence of that.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put the screen on. So are you watching my live broadcast at the moment?
No, I'm not. I'm busy talking on the phone with you, trying to refute your arguments of falseness.
Okay. Well, that's your say. My say is it's quite interesting. So I'm just going to put that side by side.
So,
okay, so
can I just ask you like a personal question, Danny?
Well, if you want to get personal, you sure, mate.
On your, can I just ask you a personal question? You don't have to actually put this on your live streams. You can put me off now if you want, or if you want to keep me on, you can cut this out of your videos that you put out there and you blurt out there.
Okay, well, for a start, I'm wondering why you actually want to get personal, but you can go for it. I've got nothing to hide. People got nothing on me, mate.
No, there's no reason why I want to get personal. I just want to ask you a simple question.
Go for it.
Making these videos and peddling this conspiracy, is that your livelihood?
No, it's not.
So then what is your livelihood, Danny, if I may ask?
Well, I produce websites and sell products like drop shipping.
So you produce websites and you sell products?
That's right.
What kind of products do you sell, Danny?
Well, all sorts of things, really. Electronics, TV remotes to camping gear. It's in the article. It's in the New York Times article if you want to read it. Now.
No, I'd rather not, to be honest.
Okay, well, in that case, you're sort of hiding, aren't you? If you don't want to read the facts, then that's your prerogative. My prerogative is to get the information that people email me, and I put it together in a video and expose you guys from ripping off people.
So you're saying that you're putting together a video of us and exposing people?
I'm exposing SuperOne as a Ponzi scheme. I'm called the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. And this is what I do. So and it doesn't pay the bills, mate. It doesn't pay the bills being a YouTuber. And it doesn't matter how many people click on my videos. I'll be lucky to get $1 or $2. I spend 50 hours a week producing videos to expose people because a lot of the sales, excuse me, I'm talking, I'll turn you off. I'm talking at the moment. You can't interrupt me. Because I see a lot of the sales.
You're talking at the moment because
I'll just turn you off, mate.
To me that during this conversation you've interrupted me.
All right. So what I'm doing is I'm exposing these guys because a lot of the sales techniques that they use are very similar to a religious cult. And I used to be part of a religious cult when I was growing up. And I used to believe the people that stood on the stage and preached the propaganda. And these guys here are on these Zoom meetings worldwide, and they're continuously telling people lies to get them to part with their USDT. And they invest in these platforms that have a back end that's not connected to any exchange. And people log into the back end of the system and they can see their daily rewards, which is like playing a game of Monopoly. So let's see if my friend is still there. I've turned him off at the moment, and we'll bring him back in. No doubt he's over talking me, but he doesn't realize I've turned him off. All right, back to you, mate. What did you say?
So you cited USDT, didn't you?
That's correct.
Yeah. Do we use that on our SuperOne platform?
You need to purchase USDT to exchange it into a token so you can purchase your dollar. Is that correct?
As far as I know, not.
Oh, so how do you invest in your company? You tell me that.
You use USDC, which is a completely different stablecoin.
And how do you get that?
How you get USDC?
Yeah.
Have you used any cryptocurrency platform ever, Danny?
Yes, I have. Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So if you go on Binance, or if you go on crypto.com, or if you go on any sort of, Kraken, any sort of cryptocurrency exchange, you can buy USDC as a stable coin, which is 1-to-1 ratio with the US dollar. Have you tried that?
Well, if I were to do that, just humor me. I could go into a crypto and say I want to buy some USDC, and I could use my credit card to fund the exchange. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep. So initially, you need to use your credit card or transfer some USDT into USDC. Is that correct?
No.
Can you not transfer USDT into USDC?
Yeah, you can, but your logic is not the same, because you said that you can use your credit card to transfer USDT into USDC. So unless you use a crypto exchange bound credit card, or rather debit card, to exchange USDT into USDC,
yeah, I don't understand why we're talking about this.
Card.
Because what I'm talking about, and
you don't understand why we're talking about this. You were the exact person who brought up credit cards on exchanges.
Yeah, well, you need
to see the way
I'm going to turn you off again, mate. Okay, so I don't know why he's talking like this. He's probably had a few drinks Friday night. I don't know, but basically, my understanding is if you don't have any crypto, you need to get some, and the only way to get some is somebody to give you them, or you need to use your credit card to buy some form of crypto so that you can start transferring it into the crypto that is compatible with their platform. And that's what I'm saying. So anyway, I'll go back to him now. Right. I turn you off. Danny. Every time you over-talk me, I turn you off. But did you hear what I said?
All right. So can you please let me talk without turning me off, please?
Well, let me explain what I wanted to explain, because you've obviously cut me off. But what I'm saying is that if you don't have any
Danny,
crypto,
please,
I'm going to turn you off again. If you don't let me explain what I think you mean, you're going to misrepresent me, and I don't want to be misrepresentative. Misrepresented. Right, so okay, can I talk? I'm going to turn you off. If you don't, I'm turning you off now. All right. So now what I want to know, if I don't have any money in a crypto exchange, I need to get some money onto the platform, no matter what coin I purchase. When I got onto Binance and I got into crypto.com, they let me use a debit card or a credit card to fund my crypto initially. Once I have got crypto on the exchange, then I can, now we'll go back to you, mate. You tell me, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, cool. All right. So that was what I was trying to say originally. What did I get wrong?
So what I'm questioning here is that you're saying that you will cut me off if I'm talking too much, right?
If you're over talking me. Your turn to talk now.
Yeah, if I'm over talking you. But the reason I'm over talking you is because you're misrepresenting the facts.
Right. Well, no one can understand us if we both talk at the same time. Have you had a conversation before?
I have, yeah.
All right. So I'm going to talk now and you listen, but you misrepresented what I was saying because obviously you didn't understand it. So now I've just explained clearly what I'm trying to say to people is if you have no money on a crypto exchange and you need to convert it into another coin, you need to have money in there in the first place. To get money onto a crypto exchange at the start, you can put money normally into them with a credit card or a debit card. And now you're saying I didn't know what I'm talking about, and I'm trying to think what part I was wrong. Your turn to talk.
All right. So first of all, I didn't say that you didn't know what you were talking about. Second of all, you say that you're going to cut me off if I'm over talking you or misrepresenting you. But then again, I can reply that you're misrepresenting our company.
So what's your point? You're not. Are you
My
a company?
point is that you're using an argument of misrepresentation, but it's completely one-sided.
Okay.
So you're allowed to cut us off if we're misrepresenting you as a conspiracy peddling scammer.
I'm talking about when we're over talking each other.
Oh, all right. So
okay, I've turned you off now because you're over talking me and we can't have a conversation. And when I turn you back on, you need to listen to me, okay? Because we can't talk if we both talk at the same time. It's not rocket science, it's the heck science.
Yeah, but Danny, what I'm exactly saying is that I was just talking then and you're over talking me. And I wasn't allowed to finish my argument until you began over talking me.
God, I'd hate to be married to you, mate.
You'd hate to be married to me?
Yeah.
Good thing we're not married then.
I reckon.
Can I please finish my argument, please?
Of course you can. Go for it, mate.
Great. So you're allowed to overtalk us.
Mate, you obviously haven't done much YouTubing. Saying the same thing over and over again, it just annoys the crap out of my listeners. Get to your point.
Again, you're using bullying techniques.
Oh, man, he repeats himself again. Somebody shoot me in the face.
There again, you're overtalking me. You're not allowing me to finish my argument.
Hurry up and say something.
So I think really, Danny, that at the end of the day, you're a conspiracy peddling YouTuber that spouts these fruitless accusations to try and get something out of anyone, to drive more traffic to your YouTube site, to drive more traffic to your website, try and get at least some money out of your bloody business.
Oh, he's getting upset now.
At the end of the day, as you said earlier, you can't get more than $1 or $2 out of it. So you're trying to always get more.
Oh, mate, it's not about me, mate. It's about you guys who invested millions of dollars. Danny. Okay, I've just turned you off again. No point. Now, if you go back to the original thing I talked about was fantasy. Fantasy does a lot of marketing for sports clubs. These guys have created a video claiming that it was created by fantasy. And we contacted fantasy and said, do you have any connection with Andreas? And they said no. They had some dealing, but no contracts. They do not endorse or promote them in any which way or form. And they have asked Vimeo to remove the video that you see on their Vimeo channel right here. This video here is not theirs, and it is a secondhand video that they've repurposed from another advert. So they've literally gone off to Fantasy's website, stolen this video, remixed it, put a voiceover of it, and claimed that Fantasy had produced the video. Fantasy has said to us they have no connection with this company whatsoever. And this is what I'm getting at, but they sideswipe. So after talking to whoever this idiot is on the phone, I'm using bully tactics because he's telling me that they are going to release the app at the end of the year. Now, previously, before that happened, I've been in their Telegram groups and they are telling everyone they're going to release the app at the end of November. So I asked them, well, what's the story? Why are you going to release this app at the end of the year? Because in your own Telegram group, you say it's going to be in November, because then he says, well, if you're producing these apps, it gets really complicated. So in summary, then I said, well, these companies that you allege you've got partnership with, who are they? And he said, we can't tell you because of privacies. So they said, okay, I understand that. So then I asked him, how many companies have you got these alliances around the world? You know, these sports teams, because on their own white paper, or whatever they call that thing at the moment, light paper, they show that they've got connections with all sorts of sports players and sports teams and the like, and they're about to launch. But then I'm thinking, well, how can they produce an NFT with James Bond's photo on it, or The Rock's photo on it, and claim that they have alliances with these companies to use their imagery and sell them off as NFTs? And then if you look further into this app that we're talking about, it's designed for the under 18-year-old market, which is illegal for these under 18-year-old guys to actually gamble. So what they've done is they'll let these under 18-year-olds build up tokens within their system. And when they turn 18, then they can cash them out of the app and cash them out into the crypto field and take their money all the way home. But in the meantime, they've been funding these apps with money from who knows where in crypto. So the whole lot, in my opinion, is a scam. If you feel that it's not a scam and you would like to come on a Zoom meeting with me and tell me the true stories and go through some of the facts that I've obviously got wrong, going by the guy that's been drinking Friday nights in Norway, and tell me the hardcore facts about it, because I'm getting sick of talking to this slurry guy. And Andreas is going to come over to New Zealand and deal with me over Christmas, and he's called me every name in the sun. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. I've been doing this for far too long. We'll go back to our friend, and I'll let him have the final word. So let's go to final. Let's see if he's still there. Are you still there, mate?
So, am I allowed to speak now, Danny? Because I've been cut off for the past 2 minutes from your stream.
Yes, that's right. You can talk now, but say something intelligent, all right? Sorry for being bullying.
Say something intelligent. All right, so that's another one of your bullying techniques.
That's what these
what I would
fake
like
news
to say,
journalists do.
So, all right, so you say fake news journalists.
Yep.
Do you know what the most famous examples of a fake news journalist is?
Mr. Ponzi?
Mr. Ponzi. No, it's Fox News.
Fox News.
So what Fox News does, what they do constantly is that they refer to what you call as whataboutism is in political theory.
Okay.
And so
did you learn that?
What that is?
Are you intelligent? Did you go to university?
I do, yes.
Oh, good on you. Well done. I left school at 14.
What was that? Pardon?
I left school at 14 years of age.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Oh, that wasn't very nice, mate. And I've got a reading level of a 9-year-old, mate. 9-year-old. I've been tested. I can only read up to 9-year-old. And people keep telling me to get up and walk like I'm in a wheelchair. And they come up to me, why don't you walk? And it's go, why don't you spell and why don't you say your words correctly? People pick on me all my life. I don't care. But anyway, somebody with a reading level of a 9-year-old, let's go at 14, can tell this is a scam.
Danny, mate, yet again, I'm saying whataboutism. So whenever I present a logical and coherent argument, you either use bullying techniques and you resort to that to explain that my argument isn't coherent and isn't logical, or you completely divert the conversation to a completely different topic. That is the pattern of the conversation that we've been having for the past 40 minutes.
Hour. Yep.
Hour, yeah. And so I kind of just want to round off this conversation by saying that your bullying techniques and your diversion tactics, they might work for your triple-digit YouTube followers, but they don't work for the rest of the world.
Oh, bugger.
We have globally leading media partners. We have globally leading organizations that we have partnered with. Yeah, you might laugh as a bullying tactic. That's completely fine. You do you. But at the end of the day...
You're heroes, mate. You're heroes. You are friggin' heroes.
End of the day,
you are like Elon Musk, aren't you? That's who you guys are. You're undiscovered. And you're like the Richard Bransons of the future of the world. And you're going places. And everyone else doesn't have a clue what they're talking about.
At the end of the day, Danny,
that's
you
what
have no idea what
Andreas said to me. At the end of the day, that's where you're going, mate. Jail.
At the end of the day, Danny, you have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I've only got a reading level of a 9-year-old, and I left school at 14. I'm totally uneducated, and I can see right through your facade of lies.
Will you please let me finish at least one sentence?
I have numerous times, mate. Listen to the recording that you don't listen to. You're just a know-it-all.
Oh, I do listen to them. Don't worry.
You do now.
Yeah.
Hurry up. Come on. Haven't got all day.
At the end of the day, Danny, you have no idea what you're talking about.
I've got to get that as a saying, I think. That's a good one, that one.
And this complete conversation, it's completely fruitless. Because no matter what we pose to you as rational and agreeable arguments, they're going to be refuted using bullying techniques and whataboutism to fund your YouTube business and to fund your website business.
Mate, if I'm relying on money from my YouTube channel for my for my living. I'm going to be broke, and I'm not. It's just I enjoy YouTubing, and I enjoy exposing
and you
scammers
enjoy
like
heckling,
yourselves.
just as yet another, lowly recognized YouTuber.
Yeah, well, good on
And
you.
so
I'm
at the end of the day,
but the difference, mate, is I'm not claiming to be anything else. I'm not making false claims. I'll turn you off. I'm not making false claims to be anyone else, my friend. I'm not claiming to be Elon Musk of YouTubing. I'm just Danny the Heck. And I'm out there exposing companies who make lies and sidestep when asked questions. And this is my YouTube channel. Why don't you guys start up a YouTube channel and start broadcasting how wonderful you are? Because that's the dumb thing about it. And you talk about me using bully tactics. Have you not listened to your own PowerPoint presentations that you feed people? As soon as this video that you're looking at the moment, I went on to their Zoom meeting, and I got to ask them some really pertinent questions, and they finished up cutting me off as soon as they could, which was absolutely a laugh. But these guys, so this guy here is an Australian, I think he's an Australian, and then when I started asking this guy questions, they quickly got me out of there as quick as possible and said I have a hidden agenda and I'm just a YouTuber trying to make money out of a YouTube channel. I don't care. The money's not the goal. These guys are stealing thousands and thousands of dollars from people. And this idiot on the phone who's meant to be educated thinks it's not a scam because he gets a weekly paycheck for Andreas. If he was really someone intelligent, he'd be self-employed. I challenge you, my friend, to start up a YouTube channel and see whether you can monetize it and people will want to listen to your shit.
Oh, Danny, can you please just let me speak?
Oh, you're still there, mate. The time is ticking. Come on, quick.
Yeah. All right. So first of all, I have monetized a YouTube channel. People do listen to me speak, and that's completely fine. I probably make more money than you on YouTube. And then second of all, using your bullying techniques and using your domination techniques of the conversation of interrupting me, putting us on pause to peddle your conspiracies about Super.One, it's just not fruitful. Oh. It doesn't work.
And yours does?
And so at the end of the day, Danny, if you let me finish my conversation, please,
at the end of the day,
me, like you always do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this is a completely fruitless conversation. It just doesn't work. We could sit here and talk for 12 hours, and we wouldn't get anywhere. And so at the end of the day, I'm just saying that whatever you peddle to your followers, that's false information, and it just doesn't work for you.
Doesn't work for you guys. And the fact that I'm a thorn in your side, victory is won.
It's great. But at the end of the day, it doesn't work for you. So I'm just going to say to you, wherever you are in the world,
threatening me
have a good evening, and we're going to hang up now, all right?
All right, see ya. Bye.
See ya.
It's been great. Who's going to ring me next? Do you hang up now? Oh, he's gone. My friend's gone. I was just getting into a budding romance with him. Unreal, wasn't it? Anyway, that's the highs and lows of a YouTuber. The one that does make me laugh, though, is when everyone always goes on about you trying to monetize your YouTube channel. And, like YouTube does pay quite well when you first start out. But I get $200 or $300 a month. Now, I've just been in the New York Times, which is fantastic. And some of my videos have had 13,000, one's had 30,000. And honestly, it just doesn't really make money out of it. I mean, if I got rich and famous and I had like Casey Neistat, I would love to meet you, Casey, and he's got 10 million subscribers, they can dedicate their whole time and energy into their YouTube channel. And it's not only about the money. It's a real low blow to say that, because I actually don't like these people, because I've watched them in the Zoom meetings and they're misleading people with half-truths. They're promising people things that won't happen, and they're offering return on their investment where it's just not feasible to get 3 or 4 or 5 times your return on your investment within a few days. So I'm out there exposing these guys. I'll do it for free. I don't need it. And that guy, educated, he's working for Andreas. He's been doing it for years. It doesn't mean it's a legit company, because you've got to ask that question, where does the money come from? It comes from people who have false hope, that this is going to turn into something. If you watch my videos on my Odyssey account, you will see that they have actually been struck off the casino licensee thing when they had this other business, which I've forgotten what it's called, but they've done this earlier on in the past. They've reskinned it as Super.One. They've got a token that they can't get onto any exchange, and it's on a defunct exchange. I don't need to give evidence of this company's thing. I mean, the company owner has just gone on there and abused me, calls me every name under the sun. And he's in the past, he's threatened to do things to me. After talking to him one day, I got a message from a hitman that's going to knock me off. So these guys are not nice. And yeah, it is intimidating. I might use bully tactics. I don't care what the guy said about me. I am who I am. But if you are thinking about investing in Super.One, please don't. And if you want to know anything else about them and follow all the correspondence, do subscribe to my YouTube channel, because it's going to make me rich, right? Not. Okay. Hey, well done, guys. I'm going to just do another clicker. And that's me on that channel. And over here, I'm live streaming to my YouTube channel. And I hope you've enjoyed the blast that I've had this morning. It is now 12:35 and on a Saturday morning here in New Zealand. Have a great day. Right, ending stream. See you guys. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and give the thumbs up. Ending.